This is the production hub, the beating, thriving soul of News Breakfast. And as I get Simon to sweep the camera around, we see various hard-working on-air personalities doing their stuff ahead of the next spots. Say hello, Del. So this is where it's all happening, and we're joined by Andrew May here, who knows a fair bit about these open plan workspaces. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
How does this space compare to lots of other areas you see around the country?
Yeah, this is the new iteration. So we used to have offices and cubicles, and then we went to all open plan. So this is the third iteration. So it's nice and sparkly and new. You have workspaces, which nowadays in agile work is more of a hot desk. So you can see all of our producers tapping away.
Working very hard.
Yes, working hard. There's lockers, so I don't know if we can catch a glimpse over in the far corner. So in the old days, we'd have an office where you go and sit all day. Nowadays, you tend to go to your cubicle, grab your laptop, grab your pencils, maybe crayons for you, whatever you're going to do in the day. And then you set up your workstation. Then we have meetings in open areas. We can't see a lot of the meetings upstairs.
Yes, we have lots of meeting rooms here at the ABC. Simon is panning around to those soulless little cubicles in the far corner there, where lots of very important business is discussed, usually with the aim of not having very loud conversations in the office. That's how it works.
And you don't want people clowning around either.
Yeah, no, you don't. And sadly, there are far too many office clowns here, as we're seeing there in the background. Every office has one, don't they, PK?
What are you talking about? Busy newsroom.
It
is a very, very busy newsroom.
I think the serious side of this, though,
Is there a serious side?
The workforce has changed. So for people watching this, it's probably going to be like, this will be like your workforce in the next couple of years. So companies now have got the best of old and new. So still having meeting rooms, there's hubs like coffee areas, kitchens. And what I found, I work in agile and I've met a lot more people. So when you go to your desk all the time and work with the same people, you tend to walk by people, just have a bit of a grunt. So you meet more people. There's definitely more collaboration.
Yeah.
So, and also it's neater. So you don't have as much space to store files and everything. Less clutter.
Okay, we have some of your top tips to make these sort of workplaces function better. We can bring them up on the screen now, including things like using the right zones, as you just mentioned, focus on the positives, rules and rituals, team connectivity, I'm keen to ask you about that, and cultivating free space. How does this workspace cultivate greater connections between team members?
Yeah, well, I think
conversations even.
The obvious one, apart from interrupting people, right, you've got to choose the zone for the work you do. So you normally wouldn't do an interview in an open plan office. But if you have to make a phone call to your doctor about the results, you obviously don't do that in a big area. You go to a pop-in room or a meeting room. The connectivity, so there's often breakout areas with whiteboards. What's he doing now? So if you're working on, say here, if you're working on scripts or projects over the next couple of weeks, or if you're in an organisation on a new product, rather than doing that at your desk, you go to a room with a whiteboard or you put your screens up, so you get the group to connect. So there's the ideas part of it, but then you've got to work. So that's where the quiet areas are good. So there's areas called focus zones where you're meant to be quiet.
Yes.
And you're meant to really concentrate on what you're doing.
But does that work?
It does.
Oh,
It does.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this works when companies, one, embrace it, and then two, educate their employees how to use it. And I think one of the other things as well is you've got to be open to change. So when we moved to Agile at KPMG, originally it was like, where's my space? And when you embrace it, you actually realise the different areas can energise you. The different areas can really help you work smart. But you have to manage it. Otherwise, you can sort of come in and feel you're getting distracted. You really have to manage this.